hello and a very warm welcome everybody, it's me Spuds and here we are back in Hexagiggle, the 16GB city, where we see how much of a laugh we have with just 16GB of RAM. Right, what are we doing this week? Well, we're going to come out of this area we were in last week. Oh no, that turned out. And we're going to come over here to the waterfront and tackle this big green strip that kind of doesn't make any sense at the minute. And yeah, that'll make the city look a lot nicer once we've got this area filled out, I think. So what are we planning to do? We're going to put in some fishing markets, some farmers markets, some eateries, a couple of hotels, maybe a little park. Probably have to extend this strip out a little bit to fit in what we're doing. Now I'm not planning to use any procedural objects this week, but there will be one or two nifty tricks with some more conventional mods. So yeah, also I want to mix up the styles a little bit here. So along this front we're going to have slightly older buildings than we've got going on here to kind of give us that historical feeling, as it were. So yeah, it'll be some of the content creator pack buildings and maybe some art deco stuff, maybe the seaside resort thing, I think it was called, was it, with the kind of colonial looking hotels. We'll have a couple of them there, as I say. And one of the other things I want to really get into this week is a bit of nighttime detailing. I want to make these keys pop, so we'll be illuminating them, and I'll show you how we did that as well. Right, with that, I shall jump in and I shall see you in a few moments. Right, so we got that lot in, and how did we get on? Well, gotta say, yeah, as always, pretty over the moon with that. Starting up at this end, where we've got the quay coming into a slope, a fairly easy way to cover up the not so nice textures you can get on slopes with the vanilla, as it were. Few rocks, and if you've got the newer prop and tree anarchy mods, you can lift your plants off the ground, follow the cracks around the rocks. Do you like how that looks? Yeah. Let's have a move down. A couple of buildings out of the career pack, which first one's just an office building, and this second one, although it doesn't look like it's actually a death care facility, which surprised me when I saw what it was. But yeah, it kind of fits the space, and I think it looks more like an office, so we're kind of thinking of it as that. Now, let me just come out of cinematic mode for a second and jump into movie. I highlight our trees and drag them away. We've used the same trick that we did with the courthouse and the library, and we'll do a safer a dozen other things as we go through the playthrough. As you can see, this kind of, I think that's supposed to be grass out the front, but look at the shine you get off it. Yeah, I can't live with that texture, so let's just quickly Control Z and put them back. Yeah, that's much nicer, isn't it? So good little trick is to you know, just over plant stuff that if it's not looking quite so nice. Right, what else did we do? Let's come back into the cinematic. We closed up the 2 fishing harbours to make it kind of look like one harbour. Added a couple of piers in and a covered walkway. I'll show you how we stretch that road in a minute. The path rather. Over on this side we've kind of got like a gourmet kind of area with lots of different little eating places, mixing up the DLCs and the content creator packs and the assets off the workshop all in one go kind of thing. Yeah, quite a few of these are green cities and after dark, so yeah. And of course we had to put our good buddy Larry Skylines Frank's fish sticks right opposite the fishing harbour, so yeah, fresh off the boat, you couldn't get better. Love that asset. This actually counts as a fish market, as does this one that we've got further down the street, which is also by Larry, part of the same collection. And then we've added a little playground out the back and some extra seating, a few of our workshop food trucks at the back and PPG seating again that we like, so possibly might see somebody sitting at one. Oh yeah, there's somebody sitting at that one and someone's got down there. Always nice to see stuff getting used. Love this Janet, this diner. I think it's what's the one for that mid-century modern pack. I think that one come from. Really nice asset that. Love that. Oh. Then a few more of the Green Cities markets. Again, Green Cities. And then blended that with another fish market. So we've got 3 fish markets going on there. 1, 2 and 3. Although one of them does look like a restaurant. And we got a couple of these nice Art Deco buildings, a cinema and ice cream parlour and a couple of other bits and bobs. Really like that. That's a lovely pack, the Art Deco pack. And these at the end, these are lovely. These oh, what was it called? Was it Seaside Resorts? I think these were called. 2 of the hotels from that. Really like that. And then out the back we kind of made some grounds and a little park behind the hotels. Absolutely love how that come out. This getting looks lovely up close to this. Oh. Absolutely love it. Right, so how did we actually do this? Believe it or not, this is 2 of the vanilla small parks side by side, and then we've anarchied a road through one of them. Right through the middle there. Right, let's show you a couple of tricks. As you see, this path, if I had to come on to the if I go into pick it and I pick this path, as you see, well, it's quite a bit narrower. Ooh, stop jerking. I hate the way it does that when you're close to a key. It's quite a bit narrower than what we've used here. Now to do that, we've used node controller to flatten it out. Now it was just a case of bit by bit increasing the distance to work out where we were at. But if I go into node controller now, as you can see, oh actually it did get it there. It's proven me a liar, but quite often when you're near a key with node controller, you won't be able to get hold of that and you'd have to move it away and then use that Control Z trick to move it back afterwards. But anyhow, I'll show you what we do with node controller to if we can get it again. And now you can see I'm not getting it now. So yeah, let's do the move it thing. Now if we go into move it, into node controller, in more options, as I say, I've already worked out what it should be, and as you can see it's 170, so 170 into move it, Control Z, and to do the other one again I would do exactly the same, stretch and 170 to match it up, and that's how we made that wider path. Right, now yeah, like I was saying, these are 2 vanilla parks. Stop being silly, Cole. It's actually this first one, but it would generally, when you place it down, it would look more, oh no, what have you bobbed that one, haven't I? That's okay. Looks something more like this with all these nasty vanilla trees around it. And then I've just used the bob mod to get rid of the whole lot. So it now looks just like that. And then as you can see, that is easy enough to add on. You can copy the tiles and the table pattern and repeat that into your own custom bits on the edges and stuff. So yeah, good little trick, that one. Right, so what was the other thing? Oh yes, of course, the lighting. Let's get a bit of clean key. Okay, we haven't got a bit of clean key yet. Let's just quickly put a bit of This is a great asset, by the way. If you haven't seen this before, Terraform Network it's called. You want a key and you want a clean edge on it. I've just laid down a piece of invisible network there, and if I go to nodes and segments and just highlight it, there we go. We can then drag this into place and give ourselves nice sharp edges. But that's not the trick I'm here to show you. Right. One of the things I've been doing, if I come into play it and change the time of day, come into night time. If you check out these keys, we've illuminated these keys to really frame the city and stuff. As you can see on these one, we've got these little kind of down lighters. On this one, we've got like a clean band. And then on this one, we've got uplighters. And the way we do that, we come into find it. That's these. Now these are absolutely vanilla, so you will have these in your game. Now, they can be a bit fiddly to place. See how it's kind of wanting to snap over there, so I just plop one down there. One of that type, and where's the other one? That would be that one, wouldn't it? I think. Let's see. Yes. Okay. With these, let's put them apart a bit. Props. Let's get you over to one side for a minute. Now the big problem with these is the size of that hitbox to pick them up. They are an absolute pain in the neck. It does help to get in close with them. Okay. Now, these ground ones, you can see got a little white dot that shows you which way the beam's pointing. Now these ground ones are good, giving you that cover where you don't see the triangle on the wall. So if you want to get them about a road's distance from the wall, for those ones to work nicely. Let's get into that one. Whatever that one is, thank you. Like I say, these are fiddly to get hold of. Come on. There we go. Now these down ones are probably the hardest of the lot to fit. But as you can see, it's got a little black circle at the back which shows you which side wants to go against the wall. And these are really fiddly, I must admit. And then it's just a case of getting them to the height you want. And ideally, if you're using a key like this, something like under one of those. Yeah, well, that's too far. Got a bit too high there, so let's just come down like so. And yes, there is no way of saying it to you without telling you that is fiddly as hell. These ones are the easiest of the three to use, in my opinion, by far. Because they have this little prong sticking out of them, which makes it much easier for you to see what you're doing and place. And these ones, I like to stick them so they're just poking out through the wall. And just above the ground. So that's how we create that effect. Right. Let's come back to daytime. Now, quite, to be honest, I haven't decided what we're going to build for next week yet. I'm thinking either this area or coming back over here and continuing over here. I haven't really decided this yet. So it just really leaves me to thank you all for watching, to bid you all a fond farewell, and to remind you to do all that good stuff of like, comment, and subscribe, and what have you. And I will leave you with some cinematics, and I will see you next time.